WCB Podcast, your source for all things Chicago Blackhawks and everything hockey. With your host, Jarom and Tanner. Let's do it. Jarom and Tanner.
All right, it's another edition of the WCB Podcast. It's Jarom, it's Tanner. What's up, bud?
Doing okay. I feel good. But does the team feel good? That's the big thing this week.
If depends on what you would categorize as
healthy. I'm healthy. I feel healthy.
Yeah. And then you guess the team, and I guess that depends on how you would categorize violently throwing up and losing 8 pounds in 48 hours.
I'd say not too good.
That's probably not great.
No.
But so
don't want to do that.
I'm sure that's gonna have to be start thinking about it now. So I'm sure that'll be the title of this episode somehow, involving the Chicago Blackhawk flu that just spoiled what should have been a fucking fantastic Friday night for the Chicago Blackhawks. But I digress. We'll get.
I think they're all just afraid of Ovechkin.
Yeah. Fuck that Russian. No.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll see him at the Olympics. Oh wait. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, you got him, Tanner. Oh, you showed him. Oh. Mr. All Black Stick using record break-in.
Yeah, okay.
That's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah, so it was a very interesting week for Chicago Blackhawk hockey. I guess we'll just get right into it. Hawks had 4 games this past week since we recorded, 2-2. So on paper, not bad. 500 hockey.
Yeah,
not the worst. It's continuing to play good hockey in the year of 2026.
Yeah.
We'll just kick it off with the St. Louis Blues versus Hawks at 10 o'clock at Central Time. No, dude. Again, we talk about every time the Hawks play at TNT.
It's 9 o'clock.
But it doesn't matter. 8:30 puck drop. Game doesn't start until fucking 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's just the most infuriating thing. And you got 2 teams in the goddamn Central Division.
Hey, bud, you got to make sure that everybody can make it to the ice rink on time. So you got to push it back.
It's one of those things that no matter how many times it comes up, and I know we talk about it every single time and complain about it, and I will still bitch and complain about it because it's the most infuriating thing ever. It's like,
see, I just don't understand why TNT thinks that the Hawks are a West Coast team.
And why apparently the Blues are a West Coast team last week.
Yeah, it's literally every time that they're on national TV, like they're the late game. I don't understand why we can't just,
why can't we be the early game?
Why can't we be? Yeah, like we're fucking close enough to the East Coast. Like you don't need to have it be Eastern Conference teams in the first matchup and the Western Conference teams in the second matchup. Because haven't there also been like East versus West in the matchups? Like we could literally do a national broadcast game against like Austin fucking Pittsburgh, be the early game, and then you can have a West Coast game be the late game. But you also don't have to do East and West. You could literally have us versus like Minnesota be an early game. And then you could just have like San Jose, Anaheim be the late game. It doesn't have to be fucking East Coast teams at all.
So here are the later games, or the teams, other games like late games was Ottawa at Utah.
That was a later game?
And San Jose at LA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if Celebrini is just this, poster boy, future of NHL, why aren't they putting that on as the late game on TNT on broad national television? If Celebrini's the big tool, like the big new shiny toy. Why do we have to be on so late?
You didn't say San Jose. I was like, okay.
What did I say?
No. I'm just saying, like, how did Celebrini come up? But you said LA and Anaheim? Or did you say San Jose?
I thought I said San Jose.
Oh, I have no idea. I got confused. I'm easily confused right now.
Roll the tape back.
What is it? Tonight, it's Boston and Detroit, and then Anaheim, Dallas. It's like, okay, if that game's in Anaheim, sure.
So does TNT do Wednesday and Thursday or Tuesday and Wednesdays? No.
I don't know. I just on the NHL website and it says tonight.
Yeah, NHL TNT.
Yeah, I guess they have it tonight. I guess I could also just look at the scorebug at the top and it says Boston's up 1-0. I do dumb
Yeah,
shit
they
sometimes.
do.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about the Hawks.
they got games tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Philly at Buffalo 7:30. Oh, and the late game, Vegas versus LA. Wow.
Yeah.
What a concept putting dude. One more thing since we're kind of not on hot stock yet, bitch about like scheduling and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell did the Detroit Red Wings pick January 12th, a Monday, to retire Sergei Fedorov's number? That's the dumbest thing in the world. And why did it take so goddamn long for them to do that?
Well, they talked about it on 32 Thoughts. So it was against Carolina. I don't know if it was because that was like the last cup that he had won with Detroit was against Carolina. But I think also Carolina tried to sign him to an offer sheet where it was like 38 million for 6 years, but which isn't like a ton, but he had like a shitload of bonuses for like when the team, if it makes the Western Conference Finals or just the conference final, and if the team won the Stanley Cup, he had like a $12 million bonus.
And if he would sign the offer sheet?
No, he did sign the offer sheet.
Oh.
And so then Detroit matched it. Detroit makes the conference finals. They win the cup. So he gets fucking loaded. And I guess that like really pissed off like Detroit that he fucking signed the offer sheet. And I didn't know that because this all happened when I was a child. Yeah. So, like hearing about it, I was like, oh no shit. I was like, as a kid, I'm like, he's fucking incredible. Like dude, he's so fucking good. So it's kind of crazy to me that you'd be so mad at your really, really good fucking player, but you would also leave him hanging long enough to get offer sheeted. And then you get mad at him for signing a very lucrative deal for himself. Like that's crazy to me.
Especially the was that cap area yet?
No.
So it's like again too, it's like there's nothing like holding you back from like giving him everything.
Probably like not wanting to spend money, you know?
Yeah, but it was the Red Wings at the time. They were like the Yankees of the NHL at that time.
Yeah.
And that but it's like, yeah, it was like, dude, Fedorov was like the guy that I would always like secretly cheer for because I never wanted to like anybody know I was cheering for a Red Wing. Because that was
sick
back in the day when like that was like, you know, bad. Like,
well, here's the thing. Like I enjoyed watching them play because they were fucking incredible, and like I would root against them. But like then you get the playoffs and you see Detroit versus Colorado, and I'm like, fuck Colorado. I'm like, let's go Detroit. Like because it was just so exciting.
Yeah.
And like I thought Steve Yzerman was such an incredible fucking player. Sergei Fedorov is just insane. And I was like, I was all for them.
It's so stupid, their history, man.
Oh yeah.
Lindstrom, Datsuk, Yzerman.
The amount of Hall of Famers that were on those teams all at the same time is crazy.
Would you almost say that they're kind of a failure of franchise though, because they didn't win more Stanley Cups with those rosters?
I don't know. There was some really stacked teams during that time. You know what I'm just realizing that's kind of pissing me off? Mm-hmm. Mike Modano finished his career in Detroit and set the U.S. record for points.
Yep,
Gainer's about to pass it.
Gainer's 4 away as of right now. I don't know if Detroit's playing tonight or not.
Yeah, they are. They're playing Boston right now.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And Gainer's about to pass him while playing in Detroit. It's really funny looking at the post of like Kaner's 500th goal, and it's seeing like 442 with the Blackhawks, and it's like 9 with the Rangers and like 40 something with Detroit, and I'm like,
and it's like
it all should have been with the Hawks.
Don't you forget it that. Yeah. But 499.5, I still only give him half credit for that empty net goal, just because I don't want to admit he did it in a Red Wing jersey.
Yeah.
Even though I don't care. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I keep saying, like, I don't care about the Red Wings anymore because it's like that rivalry has been murdered by the NHL.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like every once in a while, it's like I'll go back to like 90s, early 2000s, and I'm like, fuck Detroit, man. Like,
Yeah.
don't give it to them. Like, but it's like, then
Dude,
I'm like,
absolutely.
I don't care.
It's like in the back of like your lizard brain. Every once in a while, you're like, oh yeah, fuck Detroit. Detroit sucks. It's so good.
I'm like looking to see real quick when Detroit plays against like old teams of Fedorov, if any of those landed on like a Saturday or a Sunday.
Oh, you're looking at Detroit's schedule?
Yeah, just because I'm like, I just think that's such like a stupid thing to do.
Well, I mean, the two reasons I gave you are
No,
like
I
why it's
know, but
related to
still,
Carolina.
like, grow up.
Also, I do think it's really dumb. I agree with that it took that long to retire his number. Like,
Yo, he's one of the all-time greatest players. Like,
yeah, I had no idea because also this is another thing when like I just knew he was a great player watching him as a kid. But did you know he's the only one to win the Selke and the Hart in the same season?
no shit,
Yeah, isn't that fucking crazy?
dude.
They could have done it against Carolina at the end of February on a Saturday. Oh, actually, sorry, that was in Carolina. That's my bad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't have any good games.
Well, they played Washington, but that was the Sunday before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably couldn't get it. Oh, I don't know if that's the same thing for like a Russian. You know, like, 'cause they have Russian Christmas as that's a thing. January 7th is like Orthodox Christmas or whatever. It's like when the Russians celebrate it.
Whatever.
Oh, you learned something today, Tanner.
That's in and out.
We are an educational podcast now.
In one ear, out the other. They have Thursday.
Stop listening. You said Russians.
Thursday, yeah, I did. Thursday the 29th against Washington at home. Like that would have probably been a good night. I don't know if they already played Anaheim. Seems like they did.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, you know what? They should have done it against Columbus.
That's the other thing I was looking too. Yeah, I was like,
oh, actually, you know what would have been really good? At the end of this month on Saturday at a 1 p.m. game on ABC against Colorado.
That
would have been
sick.
That would have been the best. Can you imagine how fucking pumped an entire Joe Louis Arena, the Little Caesars Pizza Arena would have been at a 1 p.m. game on a Saturday? Just everybody fucked up, going bananas for fucking Fedorov in the afternoon.
You gotta just start a line brawl for old time's sakes.
Yeah.
But dude, it was, I know we're talking way too much Detroit talk here, but like the other thing I really liked about the ceremony was they all wore the white skate, like the I don't know what it was, like, what would you call it, like a shell, or
is that what it was? I didn't see that.
Yeah, they put something. They had like every skater had like white, like a cover, like during warm-ups. I don't know if they wore it. I don't think they wore it during the game, but I'm like,
no.
That's the only.
Do you think they all just like laced up like a specific like shot blocker that was just white?
I don't know. It looks very like specific to like each model. Like,
okay,
but so yeah, weird. Fedorov is the only. I hate white equipment except helmets. I like white helmets, but white gloves, white skates, I think it's tacky and it's ugly and it's so stupid. But Fedorov is the only one that I've ever been like, that is the coolest shit ever. Like, iconic.
Yeah, it was like the only one guy can fucking pull this off.
Yeah, it was a fucking Russian with a wicked shot and fast as fuck.
Yeah,
but all right. So this all came from bitching about late night hockey games for the Chicago Blackhawks on TNT. But you know what? If you stayed up late for this one,
yes, I did.
It was worth it. Hawks won this one 7-3.
Hawks still minus Bedsy.
7-3.
Coming in on a 3-game win streak too.
Here's the thing that I loved about this one. The goal scorers: Nick Lardis, Oliver Moore, Connor Murphy, Landon Slager, Jason Dickinson, Burakovsky, Crevier. You're getting goals from like the entire lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Like your top line. I don't know who was like considered the top line that game. I don't remember. Was it Bertuzzi, Teravainen?
It's like Ryan Green, Burakovsky, and Bertuzzi.
Yeah, so 1 goal coming from the top line, and they only came from the power play too. 3 power play goals in this one as well.
Yeah, they really finished on the power play here.
But like again, we bitched about like we nagged them with Connor Bedard going down, our offense just forgetting how to offense because they didn't have Bedard just go out there do it all for them. And we we need to see more offense from the entire lineup, and everybody's got to step up. And this is the kind of game I think we were talking about when we said that.
Yeah. I think this is like really solidifying the Oliver Moore really hitting his stride in the NHL right now too. Because having him playing center between Teravainen and Lardis has been pretty goddamn sick.
Oh yeah.
Just the connection between Moore and Lardis is fantastic. And I'm so glad they have that because I just don't know if they didn't have that between the two of them, if they would like be staying on the team as long as they have.
Right.
Like they're both feeding off each other and they're both helping each other so much that it's like really, it's fucking awesome to watch. And it's good that we have something like that going on too.
And so I saw somebody talk about this. I couldn't read the articles. I wasn't behind a paywall and I wasn't going to read it or pay for it, but talk about Korchinski, and the reason why he came up is because I honestly think this came up right before he got called up for Friday's game. But Oliver Moore, after he got, this game, he was the TNT interview, and he talked about his time at Rockford. He's like, it started with Rockford. It was great for me. I gained a lot of confidence. Now there was an article talking about Korchinski asking, yes, you need time to develop in the minors. Is there such thing as too much time? Like, so it's like, do you feel like there's a perfect middle ground, or is it just a player by player basis, position by position basis? Because it's like you see guys like Oliver Moore who spent a little bit of time in Rockford, gets the call up and is like, all right, I'm good to go. Let's go. And then you got guys like Korchinski who seems to still be trying to find his game. I mean, he did play a full season in NHL already, but it's just he hasn't really hit where they probably see him hitting.
Well, I think it's just because, it just depends on where guys' backgrounds are coming out of, right? Like, these guys that have come out of college have a little bit easier of a transition into the NHL because of the style of play that happens there versus, the CHL, especially with defensemen. Like, you're talking about Moore and Korchinski, two completely different positions. Korchinski's playing a much more difficult position, especially for not being the same size as every other defenseman on our team. It's probably going to take him a bit longer than some other guys, especially playing forward. Mm-hmm. But also, when you look at it, Korchinski's played 88 games in the AHL. He's got 46 points. He's still played 94 games in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's not wasting away in the AHL. Like, he's, and we can see on Friday, he's like the first one called up right now. It's just, we're kind of in a logjam of where our defensemen are at. And I'd rather see Korchinski continuing to build his game in the AHL where he can then make the transition and be super solid in the NHL rather than the same shit where he was in the NHL for that full season. And it's just kind of a huge learning process, but also might not have been the best situation with the team that we had and everything. It was just a shitty all around situation because he's just way too good to be in the WHL.
Right.
So maybe you stun his growth a little bit and it just takes him a little bit longer to get back and be productive, but it's still probably in my eyes better than what it would have been if he just stayed in Seattle.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I agree. The other thing too with Korchinski, Frank Cervelli, I think it was Frank Cervelli, was sitting there talking about how a lot of teams have been checking in on Connor Murphy, Jason Dickinson. If Connor Murphy gets dealt and Korchinski, that opens the door for him to come up, and play some more minutes to wrap up the season. Do you personally feel like that's kind of like his prove it time to prove that just stay in the organization, or if it's more of a all right, let's see what we can get for you while you still have some value? And I don't know if I'm wording that the correct way because I'm not trying to say he sucks, but I'm just saying because of that log jam and someone's going to be the odd man out, could this end of the season, if he gets the call up after a Murphy trade, be his like essentially his tryout to stay with the Hawks?
I wouldn't necessarily think that Korchinski would be the first one called up, but it's possible. It's between him and Renzel, I think. Mm-hmm. And just real quick, I was just looking at our other defensemen, and I think we've seen just a little bit of an emergence of, Louis Crevier. He's about to play game 100 in the NHL for him, but he played almost 120 games in the AHL.
So devil's advocate here, though.
Mm-hmm.
When was Louis Crevier drafted?
In the 7th round, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't look at draft position, but you look at where they came out of, which is both the CHL, sometimes those players take a little bit longer to develop.
Yeah.
Like he's got the I think it's a tale of two different players where one's got the size and doesn't have the tools, and one's got the tools but doesn't have the size. And just give them both time, and they're gonna Korchinski. You can't just fucking put meat on a kid overnight. Like he's gonna have to do that. He's gonna have to work at it.
Yeah.
And same with Crevier. He's just he's got the size. Now you just gotta give him the tools, and I think that's worked out well for him too. But I don't know.
Crevier is secretly if we were to give out awards at the end of the season and we do most improved, I think he's sneaky top guy for that right now, because
he's become for me the a mainstay on the team rather than just a possible 7th defenseman. It's this kid might just he's becoming a very solid defenseman, and I really missed him this past 3 games. It's God damn it, it sucks not having him. I don't think he didn't play against Edmonton, right? Or did he?
I don't remember. Let's double check.
She might have played against it. And you know what? He did play against Edmonton. That's
he
right.
did.
It was
just
17
minutes.
It was the weekend. That's right.
Yeah, but he is just the confidence he's getting, and just ever since I feel like it really changed when he got paired up with Vlasic.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel I think because of what Vlasic is considered to this team, I think he is okay, the confidence to play with this guy. They trust me to play with him.
Yeah.
And so he's able to get there going. And then he's his goal in this game against St. Louis is a fucking down in the goddamn slot.
Yeah. He's putting home the trash.
It's so goddamn funny just to see his, not only his size, and you think usually okay, he's not going to be able to skate, but he's a fucking good skater too.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun to watch him play, because everything about him, it's just it makes no sense. He's a skating contradiction to what his body type is.
Yes. And it's I'm very happy that we finally have gotten another 7th round hit. Did you say thanks, Stan Bowman?
Say that. I'll say thanks, KD, for giving him believing in
guidance.
Yeah, your guidance to guide him to the correct level that he needs to be when he needed to be. Because if Stan was there, he probably would have been fucking gone by now.
He's not a 1st round pick, so.
Oh, that's fair. A couple more things on this game. Just looking at the game stats. Big one here, face-off percentage, 60.9 to 39.1 in favor of the Hawks. Their face-offs are just getting better and better, and with that being such a dark spot on this team the past few years, it feels good to finally see that the centers are getting confidence. And again, no Bedard in the lineup on this one, who's been really good in the dot this year.
Yeah, a lot of the heavy lifting was Ryan Green. He went 15 for 23, so 65%. And then Nick Foligno also was at the dot, and he went 11 for 13 for 85%. It's yeesh, that's sick. And then Jason Dickinson also 11 for 20, so 55%. And then everyone else, I think, Oliver Moore was the next most faceoffs taken. But we had kind of mentioned, he's just now getting slotted at center, so he hasn't had that whole rest of the season to basically practice, but like in game situations, he was 4 for 9. So he was almost 50%, 44%. Yeah, not too shabby though.
Yeah. Penalty kill was perfect.
Yeah.
St. Louis went 0 for 5. Hawks, like we said, 3 power play goals. They were 3 for 4.
Yeah, that's insane. 75% on the power play. Thanks, bud.
And I think the true highlight of this game was the Montgomery going to pull Bennington not even looking at the bench for it, and then Montgomery trying to call him and then looking and realizing that he can't find Hofer, or is it Hofer, who then just slowly you see his head just sticking around the corner in the locker room in the tunnel.
So
God, I have saved on my phone.
I'm so glad TNT fucking brought that out of like the zoom in on him in the fucking hallway. It's incredible. I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that's an instant meme right now.
God, I haven't seen it on my phone. I cannot wait to use it.
I've never seen a meme happen live, and I was like, there it is.
We see the origin story live.
Oh, it's so good.
But I just like Darren Pang was like he was saying, he's like, man, there's a couple times I wish I would have thought about that.
Not even going out. Just like, oh, you still need me?
Yeah, that was awesome. So big win for the Hawks that pushed it to 4 in a row.
The other thing that I really loved during that broadcast was when it's probably goal 5, might have been goal 6, might have been goal 7, never know. But it was, I want to say, the 7th 5+ goal game given up by like Jordan Bennington, and it said Leeds NHL, and I was like, sick, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Oh man.
And 2 of those games, well, I guess the first one was Hofer, but dude, the Hawks just give up 3 goals to St. Louis every game. I've just noticed that. It's 8-3, 2-3, and 3-7.
Well, so here's the other thing. 2 of the 3 times the Blackhawks and Blues have met have been on TNT.
Oh, crazy. Do they play
the
again?
2 games that they were on TNT, 7-3, 8-3.
Oh, the next game I'm going to be going to. That's right.
So
it's not on TNT.
No, so can we just play? So you know what? Fuck it. I will take these late game times if we could just play St. Louis on TNT every time, because nothing makes me happier. Like, I'm not a cheer for somebody's failure or anything like that, but Bennington, I will cheer for his failure and dance on his grave. Like, there's not a better person to see fail and frustrate on the ice than Jordan Bennington, and I cannot wait to see him blow it for Team Canada in next month.
The last game, or the first game against St. Louis, was an 8:52 start time, and that I was looking at the 3 stars. That was Lucas Reichel, star number 1. So, oops, see you, bud.
Oh man,
I wonder how he's doing on that last place Vancouver team.
And they waving?
Yep.
So he's got to be in whatever their minor or AHL team is.
Abbotsford.
That's hilarious. Oh, but we got hosed, so
yeah, because we got our 4th back.
Yeah,
it's okay. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Friday was the Capitals versus Blackhawks. Back in black. Before the game, there was rumblings. People were talking that Connor Bedard might be coming back. He's practicing with his power play units and all that in the morning skate. And lo and behold,
contact jersey and everything.
Lo and behold, he just let everybody know, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
And we're all excited. This Hawks were going for 5 in a row, coming off a nice win against St. Louis. Already handled the Capitals last Saturday. And then all of a sudden, everybody died.
And then there was some more rumblings. It was tummy rumblings.
Crevier goes down with the flu. Soderblom goes down with the flu. Thanks, Dice. Spencer Knight was trying to play. He was trying to play. Yeah. And he even said that he's like, I thought about it and I wasn't sure about playing, but then all of a sudden I started violently throwing up. And that was like made note like probably like half hour before puck drop, because I'm sitting there at my indoor golf league, think my fantasy lineup set, and all of a sudden I get Spencer Knight out, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So Drew Commesso was already called up. Korchinski was called up. That was it for this game, right?
Yeah, because they had the e-bug.
Yeah, and then the E-Bug, who is a 30-something-year-old banker from Orland Park, which was so funny. But this game could have gone better, but also given the situation with everybody just dying suddenly, it's understandable why it went the way it went.
Yeah, there's nothing much you can do about that. It's just, missing the guys that they were missing. Commesso getting the call up. I think he honestly played the night before. So he played 3 nights in a row, I think.
That AHL lifestyle,
yeah,
baby.
Dude, let me look at this. I gotta check it, but I think that's right.
While you're looking that up, the lone Hawks. So the Hawks lost this one 5-1. The lone Hawks goal came on the power play from Oliver Moore for his 5th of the season. So the power play. The power play is clicking with.
This is a sick rip too.
Yeah. I not unfortunately, because seeing how it went, I wasn't able to see it because they refused to change the channel at the simulator because it was the college football game that was a fucking blowout.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So Commesso didn't play back to back. His last game was on the 3rd, and then he played back to back like 9 and 10. So, but it was still last minute call up.
Yeah,
and like that's kind of like, oh shit.
Last minute call to back up Spencer Knight.
Was it to back? I guess.
Yeah, because Soderblom was out.
Yeah.
So
and then he gets the start.
Yeah, then he gets the start. I don't know. Did you watch this one?
I had it on, but after there was like looking not too hot, I just kind of like stopped paying attention. And like every time I'd start to pay attention, it was like they got scored on, and I was like, okay, bye.
From what I took away from this is that it just disoriented team. Hawks kind of just weren't giving Commesso any support, really.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
So I'll just skip this one and go on to Nashville because I mean that's what it was. It was a shitty situation. Everybody getting sick and last minute call up. Hawks can't beat the whole we suck in our 3rd jersey.
Well, one of the things that I noticed that I really liked was the like you kind of look at the penalties, and it was a lot of like chippiness, but our guys like standing up for each other. Like there was a time Nick Lardis came into the play after like Oliver Moore got hit, and he went after a guy, and then it was kind of like everybody had everyone's back, and I'm like, the smallest guys on the ice are taking whoever the fuck they want, and I was like, that's great to see. They might get murdered, but I love the intensity.
That just continues me like my need for this offseason added to like the wish list for moves is to bring in some guys that can fill that enforcer role a little bit so our small guys don't have to do that. Like it's good to see them do it, but I don't want them to have to do it because there's nobody else to do it for them.
It just kind of makes me wish that like the guys that we have on the team already would maybe step up in those situations. Like I love Vlasic, but I would love to see him also, put his body through somebody if they touched anyone. Same with Crevier. Like they're fucking giants.
Dude, the only guys that do it are the tiny guys that shouldn't be doing it and the old guy that shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, Nick Foligno. That's why he's the man, dude.
Like, yeah, I love Foligno, but it's like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. You don't have to do that anymore.
He's going to kick your ass with wisdom.
Sit down, child. Let me tell you something. So Hawks up that one 5-1, and then they had to just get over it really quick because they had a back-to-back. The second half of the back-to-back was in Nashville against the Predators. We were interested to kind of see who was going to get the start in this one.
Ben Pope absolutely shitting on Berezhnoi like earlier in the day.
That was like what did that guy do to Ben Pope? Did he stiff him on an interview or something?
Maybe.
basically sums it up like talking about his like lack of experience, and he said if he makes a start, he will be the least qualified starter in modern history to play an NHL game.
Yeah, dude, just to call it like not like this season, but in modern history. Like, it's like
I
holy
really
shit, dude. There's been e-bugs. I guess they didn't start. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
like the technicality, but fuck, that's hilarious.
Dude, I kind of want to get Ben back on the show just to
Yeah.
ask him about that. Like, why did you go scorch earth on that?
That's yeah, seriously. He's like with 15 games in the KHL or something like that. Maybe that's
No, it was like, all right, I'll pull it up.
and like 9 games in the AHL. It would make him the least qualified goalie. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, you're right, Ben. And good thing they didn't start him because Drew Commesso had himself a fucking night, dude. It was lights out. It was incredible. I'm curious if it's just, nerves against Washington. Also really sick and nice of Commesso to be added to the list of goalies that Ovechkin's has scored on.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that like the Hawks get absolutely outshot 36-21 and Commesso just comes up huge the whole time. It was crazy.
All right, here's the tweet really
I
quick.
didn't expect it to happen. It was great. Yes.
He's a prospect they like, but if he's forced to play in Nashville tonight because Knight and Soderblom are still sick, he would be one of the least qualified goalies to start in modern NHL history. He's a 22-year-old Russian with 1 KHL appearance, 9 AHL appearance, during which he has an .889 save percentage. He's been taking English classes in Rockford this year, but he's still limited in that regard too. Safe to say, the Hawks probably wish they waited a few days to trade Boursois. Like, dude,
I saw a reply
talking him like with lack of experience. You're shit talking his ability to pick up English.
Yeah,
he's taking English classes in fucking Rockford, dude. Give him a break.
But it's not helping. I'll tell you that. That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's one of the only times, like, without having like Twitter, that I was curious to see what the responses were. So I went to like fucking like Knitter is what it's called. And like,
you can't say that, dude.
You could straight up say Knitter. I shit you not. You can say that shit.
You can't say that. I don't know what type of show you think this is, but we don't appreciate that terminology.
I know exactly what the episode's gonna be called now. and so you go to Knitter. And you put in his Twitter account like name, and then you click on Knitter please, and then it comes in with all of his posts. And on the post I was like, cool, now I can see the replies. And it was my favorite because somebody's reply was like, what does his understanding of English have to do with him playing tonight? It's just like, that's fantastic. Yeah. That's all I had to say about that.
Dude, I don't know what you just said. I'm still stuck on you dropping the N-bomb on this show.
No, I didn't.
I should edit that clip and just bleep on it every time.
Please don't. That'd be really mean.
I don't know if I've ever laughed this hard on this show.
Well, now you know.
Shit. God damn it. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm definitely clipping something about Ben Pope to see if he'll reply to it, to see if he's got like a vendetta against him or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just figure it out.
But yeah, Commesso, man.
Yeah. Yes. It's great. Great game. Anyway, back to the Hawks. Getting 3 goals, baby. Tyler Bertuzzi getting 1 on the power play from Bedsy because he's nasty. Also, Levshinov's he's having such a good season. He's got like 21 points in 44 games, like as a 19-year-old. I just, again, did not expect him to be this good this early. I don't think anybody was. I was always I will always just go over this over and over again. But I was always picturing him as a project pick, kind of like how Quentin Byfield was.
Mm.
But it's turning out to be less and less likely like that. His acceleration and his development is just crazy. And it doesn't look like he should be as good as he is. He's kind of awkward with everything that he does, but he's really fucking good at it, and it's funny to me.
Hey, it's not a beauty contest, man.
No, it's not.
Get the job done and all
Also,
that.
dude, that second goal, Nick Lardis, kid can fucking rip, man.
Dude. I was like one of the things, and so far, I know it's early on, but I was a little nervous if he was going to like everybody's like, oh, 76 goals, whatever. It's like, is he he's gonna be such a sniper in the NHL? And it's like, I was like, different game, man. Like you said, again, like you said earlier, 08 or junior, versus NHL, you know, that's two completely different games. And so far as advertised, like I think he's got a very good potentially being a mainstay on this team for sure.
Yeah, as long as he just continues to shoot, he's just gonna rack them up. Like that was just so perfect too. Just the way that play developed, where I think it's like Bedsy wraps it around the back of the boards. Korchinski picks it up, puts it right back to Beds, and Lardis had just like curled down, came back up like towards the blue line, and then he just wheeled down the slot, and Bedsy's just like, "Oh, you're wide open."
I don't even think Bedsy knew he was there. It looks like it was a no-look pass.
Bedsy knows everything, dude.
I know, but like that's what's like crazy is like
he looked before he even caught the puck.
Yeah, maybe he saw him breaking, but like the pass was a no-look pass. Like he wasn't looking at him when he made that pass. But I love that Lars has got the memo that after a nice goal, you're supposed to point at the person that passed the puck and not celebrate.
I'm glad you brought that up because like that's the first thing I noticed too. Right after he scored, I was like, he got it. He knows.
Yeah, he gets it. But yeah, so Bedsy with 2 more assists, picking up right where he left off. You got to shake the rust off in the first game. Second game back, it's his two points again. Korchinski. Good for the kid to get a point too. Good confidence booster there. Bertuzzi is just continuing his great season. Another power play. He was probably like, thank God Bedard's back because it was another one of those. I'm just gonna sit back door and Bedard, you do all the work, and I'll just sit here and tap it in.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Green.
He made do. He made do without Bedsy for a little bit.
Yeah, but he had to work for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Just tip it in. And then Ryan Green with his 5th empty net goal of the season.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was so confused when you said that.
I swear to God, I saw it on the screen when I was like, why would they say that? But
yeah, no, it's not. It's just his 5th goal of the year.
Yeah. So this is a great game.
Oh, I saw somewhere too. It was like since Ryan Green's last goal, the 4th one, he's had like 76 shots. And like just hasn't found the back of the net. But
I love that.
It just happens sometimes.
Okay, correction. I don't love that it's been so many shots between goals. I love that he's not afraid to shoot it.
Yes. Like he's not just like deferring because he can't put it in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because otherwise you're never gonna fucking score.
Oh yeah, 100%. So yeah, I felt like that was as close to what we were seeing before Bedard got hurt as of a complete game. Offense was looking good, defense was playing great, and I feel like
unbelievable.
Yeah, I feel like they also goaltending was unbelievable. They still let up a lot of shots, but I also feel the defense like stepped up a little bit because they're probably like, we fucking left him out to dry last night.
Yeah.
Like, let's get his back a little bit more. There was one save that stood out. I think it was on the power play. They were on the penalty kill. So Nationals on the power play. A glove save that I'm like, I don't know how.
Oh, where he's looking from the right side and reaches out to the left and fucking snags it. Yeah, that was crazy.
Insane. So
Darren Payne brought it up and he was just like, I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, it's insane. Like what goalies are able to do like through the traffic like that. It's amazing. And the fact that it was a beautiful glove save. Before we go over to Monday's game, just because, so after this Monday morning, they sent down Commesso, they sent out Korchinski.
And Barashnoy.
Yeah. What is your overall taste of Commesso? Like, where does he sit in terms of his future with this club?
Dude, I'm ready for him to be the backup next year.
So is it just more this has affirmed it, like you're ready to go with it?
Yeah, I think like especially as he finishes out the season in the AHL, like he's been playing super well down there with the rotating door of players coming through. Yeah, I think it would just be good, like for him to be on the NHL squad next year. Have 2 American goalies. It'd be sick.
Soderblom's got one more year, right?
Yes, he does.
And I'm sure no one's going to claim him if they. Oh, dude, I didn't realize he was making almost $3 million. Shit.
Was it like 2.7?
2.75.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he'll have enough value that like you can probably move him, unless you just start the season him and Knight, and then just hope that maybe a trade develops, or in case anything happens like an injury, you have some insurance. Because how funny is it that they literally make the Brossoit trade and then both goalies go down?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's
you couldn't wait like 48 more hours.
Yeah, dude.
Like that sucked. But all right, let's wrap up the games here. Edmonton Oilers coming into town. Hawks are kicking off a 4-game homestand in this one. Before the game starts, Bedard goes down with the flu.
Yeah.
Was excited to see 98 versus 97. Was really hoping to see a Bedsy McDavid matchup and see if Bedard was going to be able to shut McDavid down the way he shut down McKinnon in Colorado. Especially it would be nice to see the Hawks and Bedard especially be like the one that stopped him from extending his point streak.
Yeah,
it's just fucking ridiculous right now. So he goes down, and yeah, I only saw bits and pieces of this one, but it's like it felt more like the Friday game.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't go too well.
Yeah, they lose this one 4-1. Yeah, Bertuzzi with another goal for the Hawks. That's a lone offense. We got Spencer Knight back in the lineup, which was nice. But yeah, I really don't have much to say on this one.
I was just curious because I was looking and saw that McDavid had 2 assists, but they're both secondary assists. I was just like, that's kind of cheap. I was like, oh, I wonder who's got the most secondary assists in the NHL, and guess who it is?
McDavid.
Connor McDavid. But he's actually tied with Jack Eichel and Quinn Hughes for 20 secondary assists. It's like, yeah, I guess when you have a good team, like you can make a pass, and then that next guy can make a pass and score.
Yeah. So Hawks lose this one 4-1. They go to 2-2 on the week. Before we get into the 3 stars of the week, let's just do a quick upcoming schedule. As I said, the Hawks opened up a 4-game homestand in this one, so they have Calgary on Thursday, Boston on Saturday, which is going to be the cool game that they're having. Was it 2013?
That was just like
I forgot,
just legends or whatever they were.
It's like a cup team, I thought.
Is it the cup team?
I believe so.
Or is it just like cup era players?
Oh, it might be cup era players.
It's
Yeah,
the banner years players, and it's the Duncan Keith bobblehead night.
Yeah. And then Sunday. So here's a list of the players coming in. Friend of the show, Brian Bickle. Friend of the show, Dave Bolin. Legend, Sheldon Brookbank. Troy Brower, Adam Burish, Dustin Bufflin's going to make an appearance. Brian Campbell, Corey Crawford. Friend of the show, Scott Darling. Andrew Desjardins. Ben Eager, Colin Frazier, Michael Hanzus, Jordan Henry. Hossa, Keith, Kruger, Ladd, Oduya, Roosevelt, Seabrook.
Yeah, see, if Ladd is there, I just, as you're naming enough names, Ladd's there, that means like 2010. That's why it's banner years.
So it's everybody.
Yeah.
Sharp, Shaw, Smith, Ben Smith, which that's a...
Fuck yeah, dude.
Victor Stahlberg, Chemo Timonen.
Is Jeremy Morin going to be there?
No, unfortunately, he got traded before off of the.
They didn't get him back.
No, and then good friend of the show, Christopher Stieg.
Yes.
Yeah, if we didn't have that outdoor game, I forgot we had the outdoor game when I was looking at tickets. But thank God they were like 300. They were stupid expensive for like 300 section.
Ooh.
But and then Monday the
you have the
19th,
outdoor
the
game.
captain comes home.
Yes, we'll be watching that one.
Yeah,
What if he doesn't get to play?
Dude, he's played in every game this year.
I
Which
know,
was
but
actually
like,
very
could you
surprised. No, I know. I'm just saying.
imagine?
I looked that up and I was actually really surprised that he's played every single game, especially with how bad they're playing. I thought they would maybe like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe that's not. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't you disrespect the captain?
I'm not.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
All right. So 3 stars of the week. I think it's easy. First star, Drew Commesso.
Yes.
First career win, first career shutout.
Yeah, dude.
Joins like what was it? Corey Crawford, Craig Anderson. And there's a couple other guys I forgot who they are, but they to get their first career win and shutout in the same game. I think second star is probably Bertuzzi.
I don't know. I like Nick Lardis and Oliver Moore.
If you want to do that, that's fine. Because I literally said Bertuzzi because that was the last one I thought can score. Because I'm still trying to pull up the team stats.
Oh yeah. So this past week, there was 4 guys that had 3 points. Matt Grzelcyk actually had 3 points, 3 assists. Bertuzzi had 2 goals, 1 assist. Lardis 2 goals, 1 assist. Oliver Moore 2 goals, 1 assist.
Honestly, let's go. Yeah, let's go Lardis and Moore.
Holy shit, dude. Bertuzzi had 17 shots in 4 games. He's really dropping that shooting percentage down. Lardis had 9, Moore had 5.
Were you just talking about Bertuzzi's shooting percentage?
Yeah, because it's like 25%, but because he's got 20-something goals and only had, at the time, like 84 shots.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go before we wrap this up with
real quick. I wanted to also mention because I noticed, you know how if you notice like Levshinov's playing tons of minutes, he's leading the team. This past week, he's leading the team by 3 minutes. He had 23-29 average time on ice. Next most was Kaiser at 20-20. So they're really trusting Levshinov a lot. And again, goes towards like the crazy quickness of his development. And I fucking love it.
Hey, if you're showing success, man, why not roll with it?
Yeah. It's so fucking cool. I think they made such a good decision on that second pick. I'm very glad.
100%. All right, real quick before we get in the farm report to wrap this up, we mentioned the Boursois trade. So the Blackhawks traded Boursois, Nolan Allen, and a 2028 7th round pick to the San Jose Sharks for up-and-comer Ryan Ellis, Jake Furlong, and a 2028 4th round pick. Ryan Ellis is never playing hockey again, so it's essentially holding
insurance to reach the cap floor next year.
And it's so it lets them do a little bit more, have a little bit more room to to make some moves, especially like at the deadline too this year.
Yes.
If they need to. And you know what? I think what they traded away was worth, moving up 3 picks in a draft.
Yeah, and I think the main thing, it seems like Katie's kind of doing Boursois and Nolan Allen a favor, right? Nolan Allen is really stuck behind 4 or 5 defensemen because right now in the NHL you have Vlasic, Grzelcyk, Wyatt Kaiser, and then there's Ethan Del Mastro, there's Kevin Korchinski, so that's 5 guys that he's stuck behind. And even if you were to move him to the right side, currently you still have Crevier, Murphy, Rinzel, Levshinov. So it's like he's kind of stuck. He doesn't deserve to be an AHL like player right now. But I think even his time that he played with the Hawks last year, he was very good defensively. So yeah, I guess moving him to a team where you can get a shot, a team that's also got some injuries. So
he's playing in the AHL though right now in San Jose.
Yeah, it's okay. I think there's still more of an opening for him there because long term, what do they have? Like, they have some older guys right now, but they have one vet signed for next year, and that's Dmitry Orlov. So Letty, Klingberg, Mario Ferraro, Timothy Liljegren, Vinny Desharnais, those are just like the older guys that they got. They're all their contracts are done at the end of the year. So you could easily just like have Nolan Allen move up next season or towards the end of the year because they'll probably end up trading somebody. Actually, I forgot. They're in a playoff spot. They might hold on to people.
Yeah.
But still, there's more of an opening for him to make the team there next year than there is for the Hawks.
Was that the last first round pick from the Bowman era?
That was on the team?
Yeah.
Probably. I'd have to check. Let me look at our firsts. What was our 2022 first?
2022 first. Well, he was fired October or he resigned October 2021.
22 was Korchinski, Nazar, and Renzel.
Yeah,
I forgot. I always, for some reason, I always think that Bedsy was the first. It's not. So 2021, yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, so no more Bowman era first rounders.
With Reichel leaving earlier in the season.
Well, I guess we got to give a little bit more. What's I going to say? A little bit more credit to Sam Bowman. He's in trade all of his first round picks. Kyle Davidson finished the job for him.
Yeah. And let me just finish this.
So, all right, let's wrap this up with a.
I'm looking at shit right now. God damn it. Okay.
What are you looking at?
I was looking at our first round pick. Yeah, everybody's gone. Holy shit. That's so funny. Just kidding. Yeah, hit it. All right. Start with my boy Roman Kanserov. He's only played one game since we last checked in last week, and it's 2 assists. Kid, stop scoring. Just leave him in Russia. Just kidding. Just quick updates, I guess. Nathan Bem, 57 points. Kid still lighting up the WHL. Jack Pridham, 47 points. Kid still lighting up Kitchener. I think they just loaded up too, because then recently the CHL, like for whatever reason, the leagues all have like a slightly different trade deadline, but all the trades were going on this past week. None of these guys got traded. I think their teams were loading up. I noticed. I can't remember what his name is now, but a former Hawks draft pick he had gotten traded. Alex Ferrand. I think he got traded. Whatever. The Hawks didn't end up signing him or anything. Vanacker's got 29 goals in 33 games. Whatever. Who cares? Vaslav Nestrasil. He's got 11 goals and 10 assists in 20 games for 21 points. It's doing pretty good at UMass, I'd say. Yeah?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. I'm wondering, did Anthony Jantony play any games since juniors? He has. He's got 1 goal in 3 games.
What's his name?
See how it's AJ Spellacy.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
Call him Anthony Jantony, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Anton Frondel, ever since he played 1 game so far since World Juniors, he got a goal and an assist. Kid's gonna be sick. Can't wait. I think his team's not doing super hot right now, so they might not make their postseason. And if that happens, Anton Frondel, get your ass over here, and let's see what you got for the end of the year. So dude, give me some of that. Give me some Frondel.
The sooner you can get him, the better. Especially after seeing him in Worlds. Yeah, the sooner he can get here, the better.
Absolutely. Sacha Boisvert, he's got 3 goals, 11 assists in 15 games. So he's got 14 points. Trying to see if there's anything else kind of cool. Dude, Sam Renzel's still just sitting at 7 assists. He's got 12 games played now. I don't know.
There.
I mean, he maybe just needs somebody you can pass to that can score other than Bretzini. Mason West is sitting at 5 points. He's got 10 games now. That's it for the players. Commesso was up with the Hawks. Looked really good for one game. A little shaky for one. Adam Gayan. Team Slovakia. Adam Gayan. Like, that's pretty sick.
I wonder if he's actually going to play at all.
Yeah, I would. Well, you know.
Or if he's going to dress even. Like, is he the third guy?
I'm curious if he gets any minutes if they play like a team like Italy or some shit like that. You know, like, they'd be like, hey, get out there. Like, we're probably going to smack this team around a bit. Like, why don't you go play?
Oh, dude, I know it's totally not. It has nothing to do with Hawks or Farm Report and all that kind of stuff. But you're talking about the Olympics. I just remember like a tweet I saw was like, can you imagine being Team France going and then you have to face Connor McDavid and he literally blows past your entire team in 2 strides?
Yeah, dude. That always reminds me, like, that kind of shit reminds me of what was it? I forgot what the coach was, but it was that World Juniors coach.
Oh, Switzerland.
Yeah, when he was asked about like playing Canada, and he's like, "What do you tell your players like when like they go down or something like that?" He's like, "What do you mean? What do I tell them?" It's like, just go and you play. Like, how many first rounders do they have? What is it? 17? Yeah. What do we have? 2 guys taken in the 4th round? Like, what do you think? It's just like, dude, so fucking funny. I love that clip. But yeah, I don't know. Kids are looking good. That's I haven't been keeping track of like what it was from last week to this week, but I'll tell you what, Nathan Bem is just he's got more points every single time I pull him up. This kid's just lighting it up.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 349. We're gonna call it Tanner. You can't say that.
Okay.
No. What do you want to call it?
No, that's fine. I was gonna call it Knitter, please. It's gotta be like stomach flu season or some shit.
Flu sucks.
Oh, flus suck.
All right. So yeah, make sure to follow us on your favorite podcast feed. We're available on all major podcasts, Apple, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts and Spotify, the big 2. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You're gonna want to watch the whole Tanner's Twitter situation live because that was just too goddamn funny. Social media at WCB Podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, love you boys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the WCB Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast. To connect with Jarom and Tanner, check out the boys at WCB Podcast on all social media. We'll see you next time.